So I just got out of the shower and I was having those shower thoughts. Those invasive ones. And I thought to myself, is AI going to take over the music industry? We've already seen it. We've seen AI in our music. We've seen AI master our tracks. I'm sure they're mixing them at this point, but maybe it's not quite there. I've seen apps like Dana make songs from scratch, vocals, instrumentals, any genre. You could describe whatever you'd like, whatever lyrics you'd like, different voicings. It's really quite crazy when you think about it. Um, but yeah, is AI going to take over the music industry? Is AI going to take over our livelihoods? Are artists going to get pushed to the side? Are corporations and record labels, anything that has to do with the music industry, are they just screwed? These were all the thoughts that I was thinking of, and I actually have a really good answer to this. And it didn't take me long, but I think that there's not going to be a significant change, and I'll tell you why. AI, just like, ChatGPT, writing scripts, things that just sound the same or uninteresting or regurgitated. AI is going to do that to music. And people could argue, well, it'll only get better, right? But, I think there's a human touch, a human element to music that you just can't create. You can't recreate. No matter how hard you try, it's not going to be recreated enough. And there's always going to be value placed on that. There's always going to be value placed on being an artist and having a analog track recorded, having something that's truly alive. And I think we're going to take it for granted for a little while. I think that AI is going to probably go, I wouldn't say unnoticed, but it's not going to be pushed aside right away. I think what's going to happen is it's going to flood the market. I think people are going to eat it up temporarily. And then I think people are going to get sick of it. I think people are going to feel the difference and they're going to be longing for that human connection that they're not getting from the song. This is something we already see and feel with social media. I read a statistic recently that said 51% of social media, communication, comments, arguments people are having, all these things, 51% of this content of us going back and forth and communicating is actually AI or some form of bot. So we're the minority. People are the minority. And it's funny and interesting because I think we know. I think we all kind of feel it. And I think that we know that the internet is dying and it feels uninteresting. It feels like there's not much to explore. It feels like we're doing it all for nothing. It feels like that connection that we used to have with the internet, with others, with people, is just no longer there. And that's valid. And that's the exact feeling that I think we're going to have with music. That's the exact feeling that I think we're going to have with the entertainment industry. So before you get discouraged and you start thinking, should I start this path? It's already dead. I want you to think about the future and not think about now. I want you to think about what music will be and not what it is. And that's so different. Normally you have to be in the moment and present, and that's just like the way you should be thinking. But in this case, I really think your mind should be considering the future investment and not the present. Because in the present state, again, I think AI is just going to flood the market and people are going to be overwhelmed and feel pushed out, but I really think it's temporary. I think it's just until people get sick of it. And I'm not talking about the artist, I'm talking about the consumers. Consumers are going to start to feel that lack of connection, and then they're going to be longing for real, raw content. And yeah, you're going to be that real, raw content. You're going to be that artist that stuck it out. You're going to be the one that persisted and made it on the other side. So don't give up your dreams. Keep making music, and at the end of the day, remember, it's not about getting rich. It's about doing what we love. The money's just kind of nice. On that one, this has been a shower thought.